Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you today. The UFO sightings are on the rise and the public is coming forward with evidence. And let me tell you, we've got some good ones for you tonight, so better buckle up right now. It's Third Phase of Moon and I'm Blake Cousins, and let me tell you, we've got the panel discussion. We're going to be going over the incredible videos along with the opinions from our panel members. We want to get your opinions as well. So don't hesitate to leave the comments in this live premiere. Super chat it up if you want to. Let's get busy. Roll the first video right now. An incredible broad daylight sighting of a flying saucer. What more could you ask for? Some people might say that these are maybe unmanned drones, that there is no extraterrestrial life within these craft. Could it be? What are the origins of these metallic saucer-shaped craft? Where are they coming from? Are they extraterrestrial in nature or coming from deep below our oceans? It's incredible. So let's bring in the panel members right now. Let's get their opinions. Dark Hour, what's your thoughts?
It's curious to see some of these daylight sightings or daytime sightings coming up and arising. Most of what we've seen obviously is under the cover of night. You know, what makes some of these crafts, or perhaps the occupants driving them, so brazen as to show themselves out in broad daylight? See, to me, if we were trying to be undercover with all of the technology we had, I would have to say that most of this would be conducted under some sort of physical secrecy, such as the cover of night, and not something that we would normally see out in the open, in daylight. Now, when you have some of these sightings over cities, where people are driving to work, coming home, walking about, it's being seen once again by multiple eyewitnesses. And of course, to me, given that there are so many people seeing these, it lends a little bit more credibility to some of these daylight sightings.
Appreciate Michael. You know, it's incredible that these people around the world are capturing these, but mostly in South America. What's the reason for it? Did they relocate from the United States down to South America? It could be that there is maybe the relocation of the Bob Lazar sports model. Now, let's take it out to Dr. J. Andy Elias. What's your thoughts on this broad daylight sighting? So, Dr. J, I was asking you the question, and I appreciate you joining us right here at Third Phase of Moon. You know, what's the significance? Why are these broad daylight sightings on the rise in South America? Wasn't there like a project that smuggled some of the scientists from World War II to Peru? Could this be the reason why we have these flying discs over there and not so much in America right now?
It's ironic you mentioned that. Not just Peru, but Russia and the US. We've actually had Operation Paperclip, where we took the best of the best scientists, brought them over. Now, I also heard that South America, they have better military, or they don't have the military that we have for detection, and that's why we have more sightings down there than we do here in the US. Operation Paperclip brought the best of the best scientists from Germany to Russia, US, and Peru, Argentina, etc., funded mostly by us for the South America. Now, we have the best defense systems in the US. South America doesn't. That's why there's so much more sightings out there than there are here in America.
So what you're saying is this aerial threat phenomenon, ATIP, our military superior aircraft in the sky is the reason why we're not getting these sightings in America, because they're afraid of our fighter pilots. But in South America, their military is basically kind of decrepit, lost, old school, and that's why the flying saucers feel free to just roam the area around there. Is that what you're saying?
You know, that is one option or one theory. The other is that people in South America obviously believe in this, and there is no suppression that there is like in the United States to ridicule and tell people that they're insane, or riding 2 in the morning and looking at something in the sky and seeing a Venus and things like that. People in South America definitely believe far more than we do. So it is a combination of us having superior military and also them also believing in this without the suppression of the ET technology.
So you're saying the consciousness in South America in regards to the belief of extraterrestrials is much higher over there. Thus the reason why maybe the extraterrestrials feel a little bit more comfortable revealing themselves, because some of these videos that we've been looking at are pretty clear. Like,
yes,
they're not hiding over there. In America, it seems a little fuzzy sometimes, you know, especially these military videos. So interesting thought process, Dr. J. Appreciate it joining us right here at Third Phase of Moon, man. That's awesome. For the insight, Dr. J, we got some more questions for you in the next video coming up, but let's take it out to Brent. Brent, what's your thoughts on these broad daylight UFO sightings, the saucer shape kind? Why so much in South America? So I want to show you this video, Brent. I like this one a lot.
Yep.
We shared it on Third Phase of Moon approximately about 6 months ago, but it's one of those videos that makes you wonder, because this one was in the middle of a city in South America. Brent, what's your thoughts on it as we roll the video?
Yeah, absolutely. What I like is that it came in from high above the skyscrapers. As you see it, it kind of just drops in very slowly. It seems like it knows where it wants to go, and it just kind of softly traverses the sky. You could even see in the background kind of like a highway, and I'm sure there's other people that were seeing this object as well. This was a good cap. Yeah, you could look at the size and you could almost estimate this thing maybe being like half the size of a school bus. It's rather large. What's your take on it, Blake?
Well, I like it because, again, it was captured in crystal clear HD video. And the camera person who shot it did actually a pretty good job in regards to their, video. It was a steady hand. They, knew how to square up the shot, and they also filmed it till it went out of sight. So this video, some people might say it's CGI or there's a hoax going on. In my opinion, what's going on in this video is legit. There's no deception whatsoever, no manipulation of the video, no tampering. This is 100% legit, Brent.
Yeah, absolutely. No CGI in this video. We could rule that out. The big question is, what is it? You could almost, people might say, like, see a little bit of propulsion behind it. Do you see any remnants of that? Any kind of like vehicle propulsion, any smoke or anything like that behind this craft?
Well, as we're looking at the video closer, I noticed some kind of a little blurring behind the craft itself. I'm not sure if this is a gas-powered machine. I don't think so, but it could be some kind of unknown meta propulsion behind this vehicle, the MPV, as we call it right here at Third Phase of Moon. Appreciate it. One of these videos could be the smoking gun, and I don't know why the major media is not picking up on it, but they should. Thanks for the insight, Brent. Appreciate it. We've got even more UFO videos coming in right here at Third Phase of Moon. It's thanks to everybody around the world submitting their UFO videos to us. My email is in the description below. So let's get to it. Take a look at this.
There's so many different shapes of these crafts that we see in our skies, and oddly enough, there are some countries that we can actually pinpoint where certain designs come from, whether it be South America, India, or anything over Asia. We've seen, again, some of these same architectures in way of similarity, but there are differences to be held as well. So why would that be? If these are extraterrestrials coming, Maybe there are different species, of course. Perhaps it's that particular country's back engineering of technology or some other way of progression that we're actually seeing.
The UFO phenomenon, it's real and it's happening 24/7, and Third Phase of Moon is open at all times. So if you've captured anything amazing out there, don't forget, contact us right here at Third Phase of Moon. My email is in the description. Keep your eyes on the skies, everybody. We're not alone. Blake Cousins. We'll see you next time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Just 50 minutes from now, well within the hour, the moon is due to have visitors from another planet.
Former astronaut Wally Schirra at his side.
Man on the moon.
That moment, without Walter, inconceivable.
Oh, boy. Boy.
Gazing at the moon, I wonder what's on the inside. Carving through the stars, a cosmic trail through space and time. Solar flares of Oumuamua off to reach the moon in the sky. Sailing on a ray of light, undulating with the tides.
Man's dream
As
and
they
nation's
rise.
pledge has now been fulfilled. The lunar age has begun.
Out there where there's only void, we'll get lost on our way to the moon. Out there where there's asteroids, we'll hitch a ride on the way to the moon. On the way to the moon.
The date is now indelible. It's going to be remembered as long as man survives.
I look at the old coverage now and see such innocence, such optimism. Where did it go? Has technology moved so quickly in 50 years that we've forgotten the immensity of the
Peering
achievement?
into caverns, I want to know the history. Did we really ever set foot a landing steeped in mystery? What is on the lunar surface? Can't anyone be straight with me?
You're looking at the lunar surface.
An estimated 125 to 150 million Americans watched the Apollo 11 moon landing.
Out there where there's only void, we'll get lost on the way to the moon. Out there where there's asteroids, we'll hitch a ride on the way to the moon. On the way to the moon.
The American flag on the moon. It had to be understood in the context of the Cold War as our delayed answer to the Russians sending a satellite into space first.
easy these words are rolling off our lips now. Man on the moon, a walk on the moon. And yet to say the words and to stop just a moment to think about them still sends a shiver up and down the old spine.